Speak Student!
Speak. Heavy subject matter. A la Shmoop. Is the heavy subject matter of the novel appropriate for young teens?
It's a really tricky question. Do you write a novel that deals with rape because that's something that teenagers, need to learn about and they need support with? Or do you try to protect them because they're going to find out about it later on in their lives? Books like this are often banned from school libraries for exactly this reason. And books that are nowhere near as graphic as this get banned from school libraries. Twilight, Harry Potter, those get banned from libraries. And that reflects, a real impulse to hide things, hoping that no one will ever find out about them. I am never really a fan of censorship, but I especially think in this day and age, it just seems as though there is so much material out there, not just for teenagers, but for young kids, that people are going to have to deal with serious and weighty topics earlier than you might expect. And the great thing about writing about this in a novel is that it gives them the chance to deal with these things in a really nuanced way. So instead of just watching a movie where there's, a really violent scene, you get to see a year in Melinda's life where she's dealing with the impact of that violence. A book can also sometimes be less intense in a way that you don't always pause a movie while you're watching it. If you're in a movie theater, you can't pause it. You can put down a book when it's too much. So I think that's really useful actually for young people to be able to absorb these things sort of bit by bit by bit. A book is something you can talk about with other people, so it's helpful in that way. And the most important reason is just, the whole idea behind this novel is that Melinda feels so alone. And there are real people who feel very alone because of the things that they've experienced. So it's just useful to have these books as something that people can go to know that their situation is not totally unique and that there's help and support and a future for them.
Is the heavy subject matter of the novel appropriate for young teens?